What's up, guys? I am back with another video game journal, and this one I'm reviewing the premiere episode of TNA of Impact Wrestling on Pop. And as you guys know, while I do these video game journals, I also play a video game. And for you TNA fans, I decided to play TNA Cross The Line for the Nintendo DS. Now, I'm playing this on an emulator, so if it messes up, I do apologize, but I didn't want to be playing a WWE game while reviewing a TNA show, because that would not make sense and that would be pretty dumb. Okay? So, without further ado, let's get the journal and let's get the review started. I think I need a tutorial. Now, first things first. Show starts, Dixie comes out, and forgive me, but I am not a fan. By the way, these are opinions, okay? Don't freak out because I'm stating my opinion, okay? Okay, now, Dixie starting out the show. Why the hell would she do that? I understand if it's to thank the network and stuff, but seriously, I am not a fan of Dixie Carter. Especially since her heel character from a couple years ago sucked. Okay? It sucked. I don't care what anybody says, it sucked. But I was glad EC3 came out and started airing his grievances. That was fun. That was funny, and well, it was kind of funny, and it was, I'm sorry, I suck at words, but grappling. Okay, basics. Basic moves. Never stand still. Move your wrestler by using the control pad. But EC3 airing his grievances, pretty funny for a heel, since he did cheat to win the TNA World Title the first time around thanks to Tyrus, I think. I haven't been able to watch in about a year since I don't have Destination America. Then Matt Hardy comes out, and basically he comes out and talks about how he's going to win the world title. Then EY attacks him. That eventually turns into a triple team until Lashley comes out and helps him out. But honestly, I didn't like how the show started with the brawl and stuff, because I felt like pressing the B button to punch or administer a stronger punch by press the B button. But honestly, they started out with the brawl type thing last year, which I didn't like that one bit. Because not every new show on a new network has to start out with a brawl, but that's just me. Now we get the EC3 versus Lashley. I like that match. I did. Sorry guys, let me just get my thoughts together while reading this. Okay, let me go back. Press the Y button. Just grab your opponent and slam them to the mat. Take them out by holding on. But I thought Lashley versus EC3 was a pretty good match. But the ending, however, EC3 winning by a roll up, I honestly didn't like it. He should have won with the 1%er. But anyway, I actually liked how Tyrus was helping him out in the match a little bit, because if you recall, something was set up in October at Bound for Glory, which I'll explain that a little bit more. But I'm glad EC3 won that match. Press this button, start running when you get. Next, I'll just YOLO through this. I'll just YOLO through this. Okay, play game. But I was glad EC3 won. Now, next Kurt Angle coming out, thanking the fans, talking about how this would be his farewell tour for TNA. I like that. But when Drew came out as his opponent for next week as the main event, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited about that match. Mostly because I never seen Kurt and Drew go one-on-one before. At least I don't think, but I just like that match. Pinfall, submission, weapons, no. Submission only, pinfall only. Yep, pinfall only. Continue. I'll try to get one in Mexico, Armory, Tokyo, Japan. Continue. Okay, I'll go with consequences this time. And righto. But anyway, as I was getting hyped for the match, Jesse Goddard's had to come out, take a selfie, talk about how he was the future of how he's the future of TNA and all that. Then Eli Drake comes out and basically says the same thing, which then another brawl ensures, which Drew and Kurt stand out victorious over the brawl. Then after all that happened, Jeff comes out. Jeff is getting interviewed about how Matt's okay and how Matt will be World Heavyweight Champion. Now I'll admit the show is starting out slow, and to me there needs to be more matches, less talk, because within a half hour to an hour there has been 1 or 2 matches so far. Okay, I better confirm. Okay, I'll skip the entrances. But basically, come on, this game's slow. Ooh, so far so good. But basically, so far the show started out a little slow for me. Forgive me, but it's like I was watching an episode of Raw. Crap. It was like how I was watching it felt like watching an episode of Raw. Then it picked up when EY came out. They're wanting to disqualify Matt, wanting to count out Matt and all that. Bitchin'. Hope I can pin. Crap. Punch. And how kick. And how he wanted Matt counted out. I knew that. Why do I hear Hogan? But how Matt came. But what really? Sorry. Gotta get my thoughts together. But what really made me happy was how Matt came out, and they pretty much had a good match. They had a good match. I like EY being a monster heel. Back up. Sorry, Rhino, this is gonna be a while. I like how EY's becoming a monster heel. You know, it works for him. He got from being a joke character to someone who you can't take serious to someone who you pretty much better watch out for in the ring. I mean it too. But that match, like I said, I'm yellowing through this right now, but that match between EY and Matt, I liked. And I knew Matt was gonna win because basically if a heel or face win the first match, then the opposite wins the second match. But it was a pretty good match overall. Now, up next, Bobby Roode said he would face anybody from any promotion for his King of the Mountain title. And I thought that was a good idea, honestly. But then Bram comes out, and sorry to any Bram fans, but ever since what happened between him and his girlfriend, I will not like or ever respect Bram, because nobody should ever lay their hands on a woman like that. But I'm surprised he's not fired because I'm surprised he's not fired because of that. Honestly, I'm surprised he's not. Come on. Honestly, I'm surprised he's not fired because, like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I said, I honestly don't. Honestly, he should have been fired because of that. I'm glad he was suspended for the time being, but Impact was so taped last year that he still appeared on some. But he still appeared on some of them, you know? Some episodes. They should have just did to him like they did to BDC and just edited him out completely. But then again, that would be a bad idea. That would be a bad idea. Because they had to show so many matches from Slammiversary when the BDC had to be written off TV. And I know that was pretty bad, so anyway. But I'm glad Bobby won, but I'm glad Bobby won, but they gave it away, honestly. They gave away a surprise, honestly, when part of Beer Money's theme played. They gave it away, but I got excited at the same time though, because I'm a fan of Beer Money. And when EY came out and him and Bram started double teaming Bobby, I knew James was gonna come out and all that. And he did. And then he talked about how he wasn't having fun, he wasn't who he was. Honestly, with the whole Revolution Wyatt ripoff thing, yes, I'm calling it a Wyatt ripoff. That's what I think about it. It's my opinion, okay? Honestly, him not having fun with the Wyatt ripoff thing, I don't blame him. But I was happy when he came back, honestly, because forgive me, but NXT's just not for him. It felt like he just didn't belong in NXT. He does so much better in TNA. You know? I don't blame him for coming back, but the reunite beer money, that was awesome, okay? That was awesome when they reunited Beer Money. Cause I'm a fan of Beer Money, you know? Okay. Come on, get up. Move out of the way. Yes. But anyway, knockouts match next. Surprise wondering who the beautiful people's partner was going to be, because Angelina was 7.5 months pregnant. The baby's going to be cute. Her and Davy, they make a cute couple. I almost said Eddie, because sometimes I can't tell the wolves apart, but her and Davy make a cute couple. I'm saying it now. They make a cute couple, but I knew that Velva and Madison's tag team partner was gonna be Gail Kim, because with Brooke no longer being with TNA, her and Kong, which I'll get to that later, were the only two other baby faces. So Dollhouse and beautiful people make their way to the ring. Gail comes after, which I've got to know who's going to be the new leader of the Dollhouse since Taryn quit, which I'm surprised she did, because you can still be Christian and wrestle. Just ask Sting, just ask Shawn Michaels, just ask AJ Styles. They're devout Christians and they can wrestle. But anyway, that match was all right. Rebel is improving. I'll give her that. I just hope she's not the leader of the Dollhouse. Then Gail wins for the team, which I'm surprised, because I was hoping, since it was beautiful people versus the Dollhouse rivalry, that Madison or Velvet would get the pin. Then Dollhouse attack, and then Kong comes out, and then she turns heel and joins the Dollhouse after what they did to her. Although I'm okay with this, because Kong could be like bodyguard to them, and with Rebel being kind of a rookie, but kind of not at the same time. It could be pretty good for them. The Dollhouse could be a more dominant stable, and could be a more dominant stable in 2016 with Kong on their side. I suck at this. But anyway, up next, which I was really hoping this wouldn't happen, but Maria and Mike are the miracle. Well, Mike Bennett is, but I don't like the gimmick right away. But I'm gonna give it time to settle. See if it works for him. Which honestly, I hope it does. I wish Mike and Maria nothing but the best. But I was hoping that TNA would bring Mike and Maria in as a Rusev-Lana type pairing. Make Mike dominant, eventually winning the TNA title, and Maria being the no-nonsense manager. But unlike Lana and Rusev, they can make it. TNA has power to make that work. I was hoping that would happen, but Mike Bennett's the miracle, and I hope something like that. I hope something as similar happens, though. Bound for Glory. Back. Don't have time for that. Victory Row. Back. But honestly, I'm glad Mike and Maria are in TNA. I mean, they're big names. They're big names right now. So. And I'm hoping this miracle gimmick works with Mike Bennett. It seemed that promo he cut, I liked. It seemed to be working. It seems to be working so far. And I'm glad that they let Maria keep her nickname the first lady of professional wrestling. And I hope when Matt Taven's contract with ROH comes up that he'll join Mike and TNA, because I like the Kingdom. Don't get me wrong, it just sucks that they had to break up for now. But I wish But Mike and Maria, I wish nothing but the best. I'm looking forward to this miracle gimmick. And next, Matt's with his family. Talk about how he'll win the world title and all that. William Center. And how he'll see. No way I'm being a shithead. Copy James. The face Rhino looks good. But anyway. Matt's backstage with his family. He talks to him about how he's gonna repeat Bound for Glory and he'll become TNA World Champion again. Then he'll raise the title, then raise Maxwell, I think. Then a match for One Night Only Live, which I don't think I'll be able to watch, is made between Kurt Angle and Drew Galloway versus the Wolves versus Goddard and Eli, which I can see Goddard and Eli being a tag team soon with all this happening. I don't know, but it's just my prediction, and sometimes I suck at predictions. Now, EC3 and Matt come out for the match, and then they promote Schitt's Creek, which TNA and WWE as well need to stop promoting TV shows on, well, unless the wrestler's on them, of course, but they need to stop this like promoting TV shows thing. But the Schitt's Creek thing, really unnecessary, okay? Really unnecessary. Now we get to the match, which that match was amazing, and I do mean amazing. Matt and EC3 honestly really gave it their all out there, and I was surprised that EC3 got the clean win after a few times he had to hit the 1%er. And I'm glad EC3 won, because back to earlier, as I said, about something happening at Bound for Glory. Tyrus won a battle royal to get a title shot, and he could choose which title shot he wanted. And clearly, he said he wants the TNA World title shot. So I see this going one or two ways. EC3 turning face and Tyrus staying heel, or Tyrus... Oh shit.
1,
Shit.
2.
I'm out. Not really. But I can see Tyrus turning, but I can't see, not yet, but one or two ways. EC3 stays heel, Tyrus turns face, or EC3 turns face and Tyrus stays heel. Either way, I can see a Tyrus EC3 rivalry for the title happening for the title pretty soon, which I do hope it happens. It could be like a Spud, Rockstar Spud, EC3 type story. Now, the overall show for me started out slow, but picked up the pace. Honestly, think it's better than any show TNA had on Destination America. I just hope they keep this up and shows get better week in and week out. I hope that it does, cause honestly, I think Pop's their last chance. I really do. with tonight's show, I just hope with tonight's show I can see things going up. I can see things clearing up. I can see things looking up for TNA. Get up, get up, get up! And look at James Storm rolling around. But yeah, I actually TNA surprised me. I thought from watching the beginning with Dixie out, I was gonna be like, oh, screw this show. But with Dixie coming out, but not with Dixie coming out, but with the show progressing, things picked up, and I actually liked. Will I tune in next week? I don't know, but there's a good chance I might. Come on, look at James Storm rolling around in the ring. But honestly, I hope so. Honestly, I may tune in next week. I hope so anyway. Because they did step up their element. I haven't watched TNA in a while because of couple guys leaving and how the shows were on Destination America and towards the end when they were on Spike TV, but I actually have hope for them this year. I may be watching again next week. Not sure yet though, but anyway, this might.
One,
Come on.
2, 3.
Okay, but this. Okay. Okay, but this is my Impact review. Sorry if it sucks, but I'm just getting the hang of reviews since I only did one other, which is my NXT review. I'll put that video in the description below. I'll put a link to that in the description below. I'll also put my Twitter in the description below. And that's my review. So hope you guys like, and I hope nothing but the best for TNA. So if you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. And sorry I sucked at this game, but controls were just really confusing. So until next video game journal, see you next time.